Alrighty. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see if
Hey,
the
hey,
folks
hey.
see us. Let's see if the folks see us. There we go. We're getting somebody's, getting some people's. Alrighty. Well, hello, 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 everybody. We're back again with a awesome special interviewing guest. My lovely, lovely lady right here is DaJah Aultman.
Hey.
Woo! If everybody don't know, it's the DaJah. She's DaJah, and I'm also DaJah too. Well, DaJah name, but everybody knows us as the DaJah sisters.
Right.
How are you doing?
Right.
How is North Carolina? I'm talking to you all the way from North Carolina. How's it feeling over there?
Girl, it's hot. It's a different type of heat down here. I'm telling you. It's just like 80 degrees down here is like 100 degrees in like 100 degrees in New Jersey. It's crazy.
Well, I'm glad that you are doing healthy and fine. As a matter of fact, I think you can tell us a little bit better than I can say for you. Who are you?
Right. So I'm DaJah. Right now, I am going into my senior year at North Carolina A&T. I'm a math education major. And yeah, every time I say that, everybody's just like, math? Education? And I'm like, yeah, I want to teach high school math at that. Like, I want to be in the high schools. And I know, like, people like high schoolers. And I'm like, yeah, that's where my spirit is calling me to.
God.
So yeah. What else? Let's see. I'm a Virgo.
I mean, go ahead on your bio, Virgo.
You know, who am I? I'm just, education major, really just trying to focus on my little hustle and graduating for real, just making it through.
Got you. And while you talk about making it through too, I think you would like to talk a little bit more of the crocheting and how has that helped you with your schooling. Can you tell us a little bit of the beginning of how you started with crocheting and how you began turning it into the business? Like, tell us a little bit of that transition.
Right. So, I started crocheting in like maybe 8th grade or 9th grade, around there. My grandmother actually, she actually taught me how to crochet. One day she just, passed some yarn out and was like making these little squares. And I was just like, girl, what you doing? And so, because I'm like a grandma's girl. She passed away. It's been a year, this past June. Wow. So I started crocheting in high school. Around there, she taught me. And from there, I really just started out making hats and scarves, and like little phone cases. I don't know if you remember. I used to be going around. I used to go around the high school like, look what I made. Right. And I used to literally crochet everywhere. Like, I was a track manager in high school, so I used to be at the track meets just sitting there crocheting, or like during lunch, and everybody used to be like, you such an old lady, and I'm just like, here. But yeah, and my mom, she was like really telling all her friends and stuff, and she was like, oh well, my daughter, she makes this or whatever. But it during high school, I don't know, I just got overwhelmed with it. And like I lost the interest. Like I really wasn't like feeling it no more. Cause it's like people would come to me and be like, oh my gosh, can you make me this? Can you make me this? And then end up not wanting it, or, or not wanting to pay for it or something like that. So, and then dealing with everything in high school, I just like really like lost my way with crochet. But last year, I was going through some things, and I know that I needed money or whatever. I always knew I'm a broke college student, so I was just like, we got to find you a hustle. Everybody, I kept looking around, like, everybody got a hustle. They selling eyelashes, they doing hair, they cooking. I can't do no hair. I can't cook. Like, I was learning how to cook. I could cook for me, but to be making plates, that's not in my ministry. So I'm like, I have to find a hustle. So I was like, I know how to crochet. I don't know. It just popped up, and I was talking to my church sisters or whatever, and we was like really just brainstorming, like, well, what can you do or whatever. So I'm like, I can crochet. So they was like, girl, you better like, look into it. And at first it was kind of like jokingly or whatever, but then I went to the store. I went to Walmart, grabbed some yarn, grabbed a hook, and was like, let me see if I remember how to do this. Because it's been like, I hadn't crocheted for a couple of years. So I was like, let's see if I know how to do this or whatever. And so then I went on YouTube, and I don't know, I just like looked up crochet videos, and I was like, well, let me see if, like, this literally was my brain process. I was like, let me see if they making shirts or something. And then I looked it up, and I was like, what, they making shirts? Let me see if I can make this shirt. And I made me a shirt, my first shirt. And when I put it on, I was like, hold on, this is cute. So I was like, I gotta get into this. So then I started posting it on my Snapchat and Instagram. I was like, get into this.
Real quick. Here we go. This is the Instagram page called DaJah Top Shops.
Yeah, DaJah Top Shop. Yeah.
But keep on going.
I on Snapchat, I was just like, I just was asking, like, would y'all buy this? You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get a feel. And like everybody kept swiping up, like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. You made that, all this other stuff. So I was like, all right, well, if they gonna do it, right. I was like, well, if they gonna buy it, if they gonna like it, let me get into it. And that's basically how I started. I started with shirts and the little crop tops, and that's how I got DaJah Top Shop, because it was just cute little tops or whatever, and then like bikini tops. Yeah, and now I've just been exploring, like really I've been really challenging myself and pushing myself to really get into what I can actually do, because it's like you can literally make anything, like anything you can make. So with crochet, with some yarn. So I was like, well, let me get into it.
Wow. And it's like, especially this one, I really love. It's right from what we see with Fashionista and like, because I remember too, just like how you said in high school, you was really, really into it, and you really did. You started with little hats, little cute little hats.
Right.
Now you got it where you're doing a full design. So can you give me actually like a little bit more information about this particular one that we're looking at right now? How long did it take you, and where did you get the inspiration from that one too?
Okay, so right before COVID-19 came and shut the world down, I was looking for models and like brand ambassadors, kind of just people like females of all sizes that were really interested in just crochet outfits and accessories. And I really just wanted the models so that I could, start testing my sizes, making sure my sizing was right, pricing, because I really just started out making like whole outfits and stuff. So Christy, that's my model right there. She what I did for each of my models, I asked them like what they would want me to make, like what kind of set or whatever. So she actually, before she was my model, she had hit me up and she sent me a picture and asked me if I could like remake it. And it might be on there. I don't know if the screenshot is on my page somewhere. But yeah, so she asked me, she was like, would you be able to remake this? And I was like, yep. And so once she became my model, I just looked at the picture and was like, okay, so she wants a crop top with long sleeves, and she told me she wanted a skirt, but she didn't want it to go all like right above the knees or whatever. So I was like, okay. It took me a while just because during the quarantine, when I started making this, it was like right in the beginning of the quarantine, and the color yarn that was, I think it was called Heather. All the stores were out. I had went back to New Jersey. So all the Michaels closed. They were shut down. The closest Joann, because that's the store that I go to down here to get my yarn. But the closest Joann to my mom's house was like 45 minutes away. And it was closed. So it took me forever. I went to I really had to search like 5 different Walmarts. And then, in the beginning of the pandemic, you had to wait outside.
Yep.
Long lines. I went to like 5 different ones just searching for that yarn. But if I were to estimate the time, I think it took me maybe like around 15 to 20 hours if I were to put all the times. Because when I crochet, I don't just sit in one sitting and then do it all right there. And I usually take breaks or whatever because it's hard on the wrists and then the arms. So I take my breaks. But yeah, I would have to say that set probably took me around like 15 to 20 hours. But that was my first full set. So I'm really proud of that. And then when she put it on, it just fit her perfectly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that is a lie.
Right. And she's in Texas. Yeah. And she's in Texas. So I had to ship it to her. Wow. So I just had her send me all her measurements. And when she told me she got it, she was like, oh my gosh, it fits perfectly. And I really was proud of myself because I was like, because it looked so good.
Yeah. I mean, wow.
Right.
You just snatched it. Oh, right. Yeah. What?
Yes.
That was the original?
Yes. That was the inspiration.
That was the inspiration?
Yep.
Oh, you bad, DaJah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So when I crochet, I really I tell people all of my stuff is custom made. You know what I'm saying? So I really just want to give the people what they want. So I'm like, if you tell me what colors, if you want more than one color, if it's a type of if there's a certain type of yarn you want, like for my cousin's birthday. Oh, that wasn't my first set. That was my second set actually. My first set was for my cousin's birthday. And she said she wanted a fur type of yarn. So I had to order a fur yarn. It's the orange set. It's on my site, on my cousin Kyla. And so I had ordered a fur set for her birthday. And it was just whenever I see something, I'm just like, I could do that. And then when it actually comes out looking just great, it just warms my heart. You don't even understand.
You bad. You bad.
Thank you.
No, that takes a lot of creative thinking to see something like that and to say, I can make it happen and just be all right with it. A lot of folks can't just instantly just have that. And I want to talk about, like you said, you are a struggling college student, like every college student. And what I really enjoy is that you had a whole village, your church family, your own family, supporting you with the idea of doing an entrepreneur business. And I want to speak a little the even more in depth about being an entrepreneur. Like even for me, I call myself the entrepreneur.
Oh, that's cute.
I would like for to have a little bit more of your insight about experiencing being an entrepreneur and why it's actually important to have your own business. Can you tell us a little bit more into that?
Yeah. So like I said, when I first started, I really just was looking for a side hustle. I was just like, I just need extra money on the side because this Chick-fil-A money ain't cutting it. So once I really started, when I saw what I could do, I was like, I can do better and I can do more. And I was like, and I know that this is a real hot style. Like I know that a lot of people were really getting into it. So I was like, for me, when my mind switched from side hustle to business, it was when it was really when I started seeing my customers wear it. Because when I first started, I would send the shirt out, or my school had this like kind of like a pop-up shop type thing, and they had different. I think it was like 10 of us out there, and it was just all different types. And so I had made a whole bunch of tops and headbands, and I sold them. I sold out. But the thing is, I didn't get the people's information theirs. But they had my business card and my Instagram, and I always told them, I was like, well, when you get it or whatever, just let me know if it fits or whatever. But they never really sent me pictures, and I didn't follow them, so I couldn't really see how it was really looking. So once I started sending it to customers and they started sending me their pictures and I saw how good it looked, I was like, I can make this into a business. And that's when my mind really switched over. And then, so now what my mindset is, I really want this to be my source of income. Like, I literally just want to do this. And it's time consuming. So when I was working at the Chick-fil-A and crocheting, I only would get like a 15-minute break. And in them 15 minutes, I was grabbing my yarn and making it shake. You know what I'm saying? Like in them 15 minutes, my break, I would be going over breaks. I literally started taking it to classes with me, and I'd just be in class crocheting. And once like the whole pandemic happened and everything, I was just like, you know what? I really just want this to be my only source of income. And I know that I can, just because, I know that I can build that, customer base and really just keep this. And I feel like it's good, especially for women of color, to have your own thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then have something that makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they go to work, they don't like what they do. Yep. They come home, and it's like, maybe paying the bills and stuff like that, but it's just like you're literally giving yourself to your job. You come home drained and empty. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm crocheting, I literally could just be laying in a bed, chilling, just crocheting or whatever, or like going, like I literally take my yarn everywhere with me. If I know that I'm finna be in a car with somebody else driving or whatever, and we gonna be driving for it, even if it's only like a 15-minute drive, I'm taking a yarn with me, I'm crocheting, you know what I'm saying? So exactly. It makes me happy. So I'm like, if I can find something that makes me happy and it's making me money, why not? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And I feel like with entrepreneurship, because there has been times where I was just like, you know what? I don't know. But I know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really sit and really just be like, at some points it's just like, or like it'd be a time where you're not getting no orders or anything or something like that. So you're just like, dang, what can I do? Yeah. Or, you go through a little dry spot, but you get through that dry spot. It's easier to get through it when you're doing something that you love. You know what I'm saying? Compared to you know, when you working and then they cutting hours. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't even like being there in the first place, but now it's like they cutting your hours and you know you need that money. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like
it's rough.
I feel like just to do something that I love and make money off of it, and then just to have something of my own. You know what I'm saying? Just especially in the world that we living in now, it's crazy. Yep. And it's just like I don't want to owe nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? And by having my own business, it's like I'm my own boss. I cater to me. I create the rules when it comes to my clients and everything. You know, it's on my time. You know what I'm saying? I create the space that I want to live in.
And you can reclaim your time too.
Right. Exactly.
Like, that's the perk. There's so many perks about having your own. It's so true. Just like it's no different when you invest in your own car. It's your car. You don't have to like be like, okay, gotta do blah blah. It's the same with having your own business. We have to have that mind frame of saying, I want it for myself, my way. This is how it's gonna roll. And and we as a community, especially the people of color, just there's nothing wrong with like purchasing items from other sources, but really think, who do you want to invest in and who do you want to see in the community grow? And we want to live in a livelihood where it's equal. We got to treat equally. So yeah, it's no different from people of color having restaurants to having, you know, hair salons to having, you know, even jewelry businesses. Hey, invest in a bank. All right, cool. But we got to be a community together, like to really help the ones that are like trying to make something like really going on. And what I really love about it is that you took this really amazing side hustle into a whole full street hustle. You know? Yeah. And I like that you target a huge range of audience. You're looking at size. You're looking at even, you know, like the little ladies, little girls like your sister.
Right. Yeah. And like when I was looking, even when I was looking for my models, I really was looking for all different sizes. Because I know with plus size women or even like really skinny women with big boobs or, you know what I'm saying? Like they look at crochet and they're like, oh, that ain't finna fit me. You know what I'm saying? So when I was looking for my models, I'm like, I need all different sizes. You know what I'm saying? Not just one particular size, because I really want to just be able to customize it to where it's going to fit your body. It's going to hold you up. You're going to sit right in it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just going to make you feel good. And I can't even sit here and like take all the credit and say, oh, it's just me doing it. No, I am in different Facebook crochet groups with like a whole bunch of different Black women, and just they inspire me. I inspire them. It's like a whole community. I usually get a lot of my designs from from YouTube videos, and then I just make a twist. Like, you know, I see something, figure out how to do it, and I twist it. I go to the Facebook, I ask them questions. They answer, they ask me, I answer. You know what I'm saying? It's really a community out there. And when I first started, I really just thought it was just me. And then I just started looking up things, and I just started finding all these different groups, and it's just like, it's not just me out there, and the community that they have is so welcoming, and it's like we all in business, but at the same time, we all in this together. You know what I'm saying?
I just love it. I love it. I love it. It's just, it's too gorgeous to just pass up.
Right.
Really. Oh my goodness, girl.
Yes. This dress, I love this dress. My friend, she was like, I don't want anything like basic. She was like, give me a whole bunch of different like just make it different. So all of the different sections is like different shapes in the holding. I really just
you bad.
Thank you.
That. And I remember seeing you had this one not too long ago. I remember seeing this one. I remember seeing oh child.
Yeah, that the first picture was my inspiration. And then the first picture was my inspiration, and then this was the final look. And my customer for this one, she said she didn't want the band part. She just wanted to go straight into the fringes. And I was just like, okay, I got you.
That is amazing. Wow.
Oh, that was another inspiration. One, I saw that. I literally look, like I go and I look on all these different Instagram accounts, like for like somewhere, and I find pictures like that, and I'm like, I can make that. And then I make it. Or like I tell my customers, I'm like, if you have an image or something that you seen somewhere, just send it to me, and then I'm a get it to you.
That's what I tell folks. The more, the merrier. And what? Oh, this is the fur one you're talking about?
Yes.
Wow.
Yay. She was cute too. That was for her birthday.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I give props to you, sis. I'm looking at the crochet queen over here. Do you not realize who I'm talking to? I'm talking to one of the queens of crochet right here.
Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still building. And like even with my website and when like the business aspect of it, I'm really just still learning. And then I really do appreciate my family members and friends who have been supporting me and buying things. And then I really want to shout out the ones that don't ask for the discounts when they like, girl, give it to me straight.
No, we're gonna be real on this one. I was just talking to one of my friends about this too, and that's another part. If we don't get handouts and discounts commonly from the common stores we purchase, don't do the same for the small
right businesses. Right. And it's like I'm just starting out. I don't have right, like I don't have the resources or the money to just be giving discounts when I'm this small. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe when I grow, I still got time to grow.
And that's the thing. It's an investment.
It is. No, it is.
Purchase, they're not just investing in that one outfit. They're investing in the whole entire company. And that's how you grow as like pretty much build revenue, build a whole thing. When you have that and you pretty much keep it in that firm state, then it becomes that optional part of discounts or such in that fashion. But you got to get that establishment part. And I think that's where a lot of people tend to forget about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the beginning of the transition of really getting that establishment going. And if you have that business established fully, it's completely different from like your business is based off of crocheting. My business is based off of art pieces and artwork. Somebody else's business is based off of a bakery shop. You know, everybody's interest and target. And then on top of that, the value will become differently because it could go off of material. It could go off of time. It can even go off of if people really, really interested and likes it so much that they want even more to where people are not so interested and they want it less. So it's very, very, it's very, very investing.
It really is.
You have to pay fully attention about your whole surround. And I just love that, DaJah. I just love you so much. I love you so much.
I love you too.
I gotta tell you that awesomely again. And like, you don't realize you definitely changed my world and my perspective of this whole business industry, that I want to challenge myself even more of investing in myself. And I really want to say you definitely changed me. So that brings me to my awesome.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
To my last question of, how do you change the world with crocheting?
That's a good question. Really, for me, it's the joy that it brings. You know what I'm saying? And then I just want to change. It's changing the narrative of crochet, because when you hear crochet or knitting, the first thing that comes to mind usually is like old lady blanket saying, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't expect to see a whole bunch of Black girls crocheting. You know what I'm saying? So it's just changing. It's bringing joy. I don't know. Like, I just feel like by me crocheting and starting my own business, I just hope that people can look at me and be like, they can see like, oh, I have this type of skill. If DaJah can, take what she knows how to do and make a business out of it, I can too. You know what I'm saying? So when just people looking up to me, I want people to, when they look at me and look at my shop, to really realize that they can take whatever skill that they have and run with it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I started with just hats and scarves, infinity scarves, really like, small things. And I just really just made it grow. So it's like, you can draw, sell it. Somebody gonna buy it. You know what I'm saying? If you can do hair, do hair. Just literally anything. Cause it's like, there's always gonna be somebody out there who's gonna want with you what you can do. So it's like, if you can, oh yeah, that's my website. So if you can just sit and really think about what it is, because it's like everybody has a skill. You may not think it's something big or whatever, because I surely didn't think crocheting was nothing. You know what I'm saying? But somebody out there is really interested in what you can do. And I hope that when they see me and they see my website, my Instagram, and my work, that they'll be like, you know what, I could do whatever. Even if you do decide to start crocheting, you know what I'm saying? Or knitting or something like that, hand looming. There's so many different things and art forms that where you can just make stuff. And even if it's just making it for you. And I feel like that's important, you know what I'm saying? Because then it's just like, you don't got to worry about other people, especially in the wintertime. Make you a sweater, a hat, you be set.
You good. So once again, my beautiful ladies and gents, it's the one and only full owner of DaJah Top Shops, DaJah Aultman. Yay! I told you this wasn't going to be
Thank you for having me.
I know. I'm so glad I invited you to this awesome showcase. I'm glad that we were able to take the time with everybody. Once again, thank you guys for watching this special interview with the one and only DaJah Aultman.
Thank you.
And, guys, definitely stay tuned for more. Next week, I will be interviewing another special guest. Stay tuned for that poster. Once again, we are going to love one another. We're going to care for one another, hug one another safely, virtually, any type of way. And most importantly, not only we do art together, but we're going to crochet together.
Yes.
Definitely, you guys stay blessed. I'll see you guys next week, and you guys have the most awesome day. Bye. Bye.